In 1587, more than 100 men, women, and children arrived in the New World hoping to build a future. 3 years later, they were gone. No bodies. No signs of struggle. No explanation. Only a single word carved into a tree. This is the chilling mystery of the disappearance of the Roanoke Colony, often called America's Lost Colony. And to this day, no one knows exactly what happened. Chapter 1: The Dream of a New World. In the late 1500s, England wanted to establish colonies in the Americas. These settlements would provide new land, valuable resources, and a strategic advantage against Spain. One of the men leading this effort was the English explorer Sir Walter Raleigh. Raleigh organized an expedition to create England's first permanent settlement in North America. The chosen location was an island off the coast of present-day North Carolina known as Roanoke. The colony would consist of about 115 settlers. Unlike earlier expeditions, this group included families and children. Among them was a woman named Eleanor Dare. In August 1587, she gave birth to a daughter named Virginia Dare. But what seemed like the beginning of a hopeful future would soon become one of history's greatest mysteries. Chapter 2: A Colony in Trouble. Life in the New World was far more difficult than the settlers expected. Food was scarce. Relations with some Native American tribes were tense. And the colonists lacked essential supplies. Realizing they could not survive without help, the colony's governor, John White, decided to return to England for supplies. Before leaving, White promised the settlers he would come back quickly. But fate had other plans. Soon after White returned to England, war broke out between England and Spain. The conflict, known as the Anglo-Spanish War, forced England to use all ships for battle. White was unable to return to Roanoke. Days turned into months. Months turned into years. It would be 3 long years before he could sail back to the colony. What John White found next shocked him. Chapter 3: The Empty Colony. In 1590, John White finally returned to Roanoke Island. But what he discovered was terrifying. The settlement was completely deserted. Every house had been dismantled. There were no signs of battle. No graves. No skeletons. No clues that explained where the colonists had gone. But there was one strange discovery. Carved into a wooden post was a single word: Croton. Nearby, the letters CRO were carved into a tree. White believed this might be a message. Croton was the name of a nearby island and the Native American tribe that lived there. Perhaps the settlers had moved. But before White could investigate further, a violent storm forced his ship to leave. He never returned. And the fate of the Roanoke colonists remained unknown. But the mystery becomes even darker. Chapter 4: Theories about the Lost Colony. Over the centuries, historians have proposed many theories about what happened. One possibility is that the colonists joined the Croton tribe and were slowly absorbed into Native American communities. Another theory suggests they attempted to move inland but died from starvation or disease. Some historians believe they may have been attacked by hostile tribes. But there is little evidence to support this. More mysterious theories have also emerged over time. Some speculate that the colonists were captured by Spanish forces searching for English settlements. Others believe environmental disasters such as drought may have forced the colony to relocate. Even today, archaeologists continue searching for clues. Artifacts connected to English settlers have been discovered in nearby areas, suggesting the colonists may have spread out rather than disappearing all at once. But no single theory fully explains the mystery. But the strangest discovery was still waiting. Chapter 5: Why the Mystery Endures. The disappearance of Roanoke remains fascinating because it left behind almost no evidence. No written records. No clear graves. No confirmed survivors. Just a single carved word. Over 400 years later, the mystery continues to captivate historians, archaeologists, and curious minds around the world. And until new evidence is discovered, the fate of the Lost Colony may remain one of history's greatest unsolved puzzles. Conclusion. More than a century before the founding of Jamestown, an entire English colony vanished from the face of the earth. Men, women, and children disappeared without a trace. And the only message they left behind was a single haunting word: Croton. What truly happened to the lost colony of Roanoke? Perhaps the answer is still hidden somewhere in the forests of North Carolina, waiting to be discovered. If you enjoy mysterious stories from history, subscribe for more unexplained events and forgotten secrets. Because sometimes, the past hides the greatest mysteries of all.